I were to give a TED talk on the fly at any moment, I would talk about my work. Since becoming an ordained minister last year, I do have a lot of responsible contacts to maintain, and I am a consummate pro bono public relations professional. So that means I work with people like Donald Trump, believe it or not, who I've known for the last 8 years. I've known Ivanka. We used to message a lot. I know every single one of the Windsors. I have the Queen's email address. If all of this is sounding incredulous or unbelievable, you should check up on my life and check up on me. Check my YouTube's, Instagram, Facebook. Did you know section? Um, I do believe that you know because I was a teacher before, it's very important for me. If I were to do a TED talk, it would be more possibly on the politically correct side, political side. I am a minister. I am a reverend these days. I'm getting a book published called The Good Witch of Winchester. And I do believe that if we are in a community of VIPs and I deal with these people and I live with them year to year, not live with them, but I work with them year to year. If I'm a teacher, I never say goodbye, go to your next teacher, go to your next grade. It never happens for me. After 9 years, it's the same people. They've become my children. And I say that ironically because I'm 46 and I look quite young, but I do have a lot of experience in political science. Because of all the people I know every single Holly A-lister. You talk about Tom, Brad. I see my famous friends on the set all the time. So I'm just like a hair away from being famous and, being out in the shadows, just on the fly. I'm saying this from the fly. It is a little bit dangerous. In June 2020, my electric car blew up in the middle of the night, and we didn't know if it was arson because my contacts were out there on social media, and my aunt said, never put your stuff out there because famous people tend to gravitate toward me a lot. I just Clean Cut Screen Actors Guild, don't wish anyone any harm. I do have some wild and outlandish friends like Justin Bieber, but I'm not very good at tooting my own horn, which is something I have to rectify as soon as possible. So basically, I would say, we are friends like Hillary, the Clintons, and our friends, Obama, Biden. And if you travel amongst political circles and royal circles, you would know that these people can verify this. But, my whole thing is I'm not Miss America and I don't see myself, you know, I do know Prince Andrew, but I'm not going to that's not the whole of my soul. The whole of my soul is, we, regardless of whether we're Democrats or Republicans, we have to look beyond the surface of material appearance. We should just join hands, and we're all good people. At the end of the day, Hillary was running against Donald, but you know what? They're friends and their children know each other, and that's the kind of thing that I would like to propagate. I would like very much to be like my friend Joel Olstein, who is a minister and preaches good, and I always keep up with him via social media. But the thing is, I definitely admire those straight laced people. I consider myself quite uptight and straight laced. I know that Prince Andrew is uptight and straight laced. I know because I've known him before this whole Virginia Roberts scandal originated. Believe me, I've known him and his entire family for 9 years. So that was years and years before this whole mess even started. I do believe that that photo was Photoshop. And well, if I were to propagate anything, I did tell the Queen, since I do know King Felipe and President Xi of China, and you can check all of this out if you want. The FBI even has a file on me. Since I do know all of these people, I would like to propagate, unity, and the Queen's whole solution to me and my prime minister ambitions were, well, why don't you just marry rich? Do the British thing. You're posh. I mean, I don't look posh today. Coming out of the shower and being very tired and doing this past midnight, past my bedtime. But I stay up late. I hang in there for my people. And, my work is very important to me, even though I don't get paid. Teachers always complain about their salary. I've never gotten paid in 9 years, but, love, motivation, all those drive you forward. And it's not, if I were to cash in on any of my famous friends, first of all, I'm not a noisemaker. But at this point in my life, since my car got blown up, I'm thinking it's probably good to come out of the shadows because I've been right on the border with so many friends who have made headlines, who've tried to contact me, via what they do out in public. So, I think just as a professional, a credible, respectable professional, I would have to say that you take pride in who you are, pride in what you do. You have your own integrity. Everyone walks their own path. I know what I'm made of. I know who I am. I know I walk the straight and narrow and everything. And I can attest to that. If called to court, I can honestly say, raise my right hand and say all these things are true. So basically, if I were to give a TED talk, I would say, I would like, even though the Queen wants me to marry rich, and believe me, I would love to do that. I would love to do that, because I've had, I know people, but I would love to do that. But at the same time, I have so many friends from Hollywood, from around the world, and not just in England. I have Kennedy friends. I promised them a visit. And Trump friends on the East Coast, and then Windsor's, and then and then in Spain and China, and just everywhere around the world. Since I know royals from every corner of the globe. I would like to establish unity before we go into all of that. That is very personal what the Queen is suggesting, but from a broader mind point, from a broader perspective, and as a minister who loves all, and I am kind of like Meghan Markle, except I'm not too interested in my own personal welfare, my own personal interests, even though, each of my friends and clients are so important to me and I love them, and they've become my kids, even though I'm 46. I've never birthed children, but it's just like I'm the teacher who can't let go. So I think that I would love to do that. I would love to make everyone happy, and I hope in the near future I can validate all this and travel to England and go meet the Trumps and the Kennedys and all of that. And it is my, not necessarily ambition, but kind of responsibility to do so at this point in my life, because I think I've really hit a ceiling and overhead of, you know, so many responsibilities across the board, like all these A-listers that I just mentioned, Hollywood, politics, and royals. I have so many obligations. It's like I'm a switchboard operator, and you could say that my social media is a crossroads. It's like I saw a YouTube channel called Celebrity News Hub. That's that's basically what I've become. But ironically, I'm just like everyone's secret because because I'm not leveraged to one particular institution or family, even though sometimes I really really want to be, because I love them so much and I want to be there for them, and I want to see to my personal life as well. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice or betray my other friends. Being a minister, I sort of have to, I'm in a very extraordinary, unusual situation. I will admit, I have to be everywhere for everyone across the board all the time. And so the only thing I can do is just go on with my ministry, like Joel Olstein, who's a friend of mine, and I've told him the story, which I do not a lot of good advice there. The Queen says to go traditional, and I think the only solution is to write my book, come out, have a louder voice in the world like Megan, except I'm a little bit less focused on my personal life and more focused on the welfare of all. Although I would like to establish more broader, solid contacts with the people who have expressed interest in personal life. I'd like to cement those relationships and honor those, because to me, those are friendships that have lasted for years and years. And, I would do anything to sustain that and make them happy. And it's just such an unusual, incredible honor that I just can't turn down. So, and at the same time, so my life is kind of a juggling act, I will admit, but I love my people to death, the people I watch over, and I'm always on their team. No matter what team they're on, I'm always going to be there 110%. So definitely, I have to be, in the future, I do have to be more responsible. I can't be the shy wallflower background. I apologize. I don't look so great today, like a model, but I've gotten a lot of my truth out. I've been very honest here in this TED talk about what I value in life and what I hope to achieve in life. And, with God's blessings and hopefully a little bit of luck. And I've already contacted the industry and, famous friends to kind of get me a big push out the door. I think I can succeed. And I want to, and I owe so many of my friends so much that I'm just going to go out there and do my best. And even if I get bad press like Megan, and she's one of my friends, I think she's a wonderful person. I'm just going to forward and soldier on, because, I do believe that, we are all meant to do different things in life. And for me, my path is very unique, but it's clear, and it's something I'm very committed and devoted to. So I can't wait to see all of my friends. Okay, that'll be all. Thank you guys so much. Much love to all of you. Bye bye.